Alright, here we are for round one. We would like to play first, figure out the rest of that later. This hand is not exciting, but I'm not going to mulligan it. Yep. I think we are going to fetch turn one just to thin the deck a little bit. Or Maximus. Ooh, this could be a lot of mana coming in our way. So that we don't need green mana for any reason, so we just get the plateau. Yep. This could get ugly real quick. Hopefully Faith's Mirran Crusader does something for us. I mean, we could just combo, potentially, if they don't kill us too quickly. Olive Roots, Arbor Elf, and Beatdowns for 2. The mountain was not the draw we were looking for. Alright. Mirran Crusader it is. Hopefully, if they have like a Planeswalker, Mirran Crusader can pressure it at least. Traverse only gets basic land at this point. Just leave it in play. Get 2 mana off of effectively. Goyf is fine. Okay. So we're going to Chandra. And I think just tick up and kind of shock our opponent. We could minus and kill Goyf or Cobra, but doesn't seem like the greatest. Rather just have Chandra with a lot of loyalty. They had access to a ton of mana last turn and didn't really do anything with it. So hopefully they just don't have a payoff card, or they have a payoff card that can be taken or validated by Faith's Fetters. I don't want to just kill Tarmogoyf and then let them attack in and kill Chandra with Lotus Cobra and Arbor Elf attacking. So that seems fine. Fortunately, don't have anything to do with 2 additional mana. No. Okay. Hopefully they don't just like path or Swords to Plowshares and Mirran Crusader. Them not doing an end step was a pretty good sign for us. Okay. They have lots of mana, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Just have nothing. Coming at me? Nope. Alright. Alrighty, so with this Chandra, you want to play your land before you plus so that you can cast a potential 5-drop. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's see, do you want to... You can go up to 7 mana and cast... Let's see, we can go up to 7 mana, and we don't even have to do that. If we did 7 mana, we could cast Figure of Destiny and Magus, and level up Figure of Destiny to... we could only go to a 2/2. So let's just go ahead and plus. I'm not going to turn down a Brimstone Volley. I can't use that on the Goyf because it would take 3 damage, but with the instant in the graveyard, Glyph would be a 3/4. So we're just gonna I think we're just gonna kill the Arbor Elf, play Figure of Destiny, and level it up. That seems fine. Could have just gone to the face there, honestly. Noble, sure. The old turn 5 Noble Eric. Does make Tarmogoyf pretty big, but Mirran Crusader can check that. Protection, yeah. I'm glad they are not going to just put protection from colors on random cards. It's just not great. Misty Rainforest, that'll get us our basic island. We want to go ahead and do that. We do also have to fetch before we plus with Chandra. We do want to plus with Chandra. Threaten the ultimate next turn. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and cast that. Did I miscount? Yeah, I miscounted. I thought I could play Firedrinker plus Magus plus level up Figure of Destiny, but not to be, which is fine. I think we... Maybe we don't. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave up leveling up Figure of Destiny. Hopefully we don't get like Crater Hoofed. Which could happen. It's not happening, which is great. So, deals 5 damage to creatures or players. Seems good. Seems alright. Yeah, I think we just go for the ultimate here. Don't stifle me. No. Okay. No, that's something that could happen. Yeah, I'm just going to Faith's Fetters the... Faith's Fetters the Goyf. Deal 5 to you. Let's see, you can attack. Sure. Attack with these two. Hopefully this doesn't get naturalized. Oh, I guess that's true. Whatever. Alright. Trying to think. It might actually be correct. So 5, 6, 7. I think I'm actually just going to kill the Lotus Cobra, just in case they have Crater Hoof, so I don't die. Because next turn I can cast, if I draw land I can cast 2 spells, if I draw almost any spell in my deck I can cast that as well. So it was a win over a pretty pedestrian start. It didn't really show us a lot. They showed us some mana elves, so we might want Incinerate to take care of them, but Incinerate is much, much worse than Bolt. Being able to do that on turn 1 is much more important, though Fire is pretty good against them. We're definitely not cutting that. Did not see a lot of disenchant targets, just single Mox. Did not see anything on a Dualcaster Mage. Stormbreath Dragon seems like it's probably fine against them. Ready, not really. Whatever. So those are 2 potential adds. We could cut potentially Torch Fiend because it didn't show us a lot of artifacts, and a 2/1 doesn't seem like it's going to do a ton of work. I could potentially cut Fire Drink Crusader because Fire Drink Crusader against big green creatures is troublesome, to say the least. What else? Mirror Crusader is definitely good. I'm not cutting that. Mauler. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. We are potentially we will change this when we're on the play, but I think having additional burn and evasive attackers is a good idea in this spot. Having fewer creatures in general is a little bit problematic, but we'll go with it. All right, this is an acceptable hand. They do have the elf. If we draw Incinerate or Lightning Helix, I think we're just going to fire it off. Just under the always bolt the bird philosophy, which I do subscribe to. Even if that bird is the elf. I'm assuming our opponent is mono green, or very close to mono green, based on last game. The Noble and the Traverse for another basic forest. Okay. I think we go ahead and Abbot and just see what that gets us. Might hit a land. Might hit another 1-drop potentially. Do hit the Misty Rainforest. Question is whether I want to go ahead and get my blue source or whether I want to play another 1-drop. I don't think this game's gonna. I mean, we could start dashing Zergo if we really wanted to, so I'm not going to turn down free land. I don't think we're going to crack this yet until we know whether we want to get Savannah or Basic Island. Sword of Body of Mind. Okay. Protection from blue and green and mills. This is a pretty quick clock. Alright, so I think we're going to lead off with an attack, and then probably just play Zergo and say go. If they go to equip the sword, we will Brimstone Volley. I don't think we can really afford to... Well, protection for green and blue. This becomes like a 2-3. Take 2 negative. I don't... It's also not whatever. Okay, let's start with the attack. The question is whether, if we're going to Brimstone Volley the Noble. Let's see, there's also we do want to play the Plateau. And Zergo, we can either play the Spirit and let them hit us once with the Brimstone Volley. Let's see. So let's say that they just equip attack and that's all they do. We mill 10, which is not great. I guess we would probably go ahead and fetch out the basic island. And then we play out Spirit and Zergo on the board. That would allow us to next turn play Zealous Conscripts, take the Wolf, and attack for 5, 7, 9, 12. And then we'd still have Brimstone Volley in hand plus 4 creatures. It doesn't sound bad. Yeah, let's just actually just do that and see if we get punished. Because it's not our opponent. The other two options were either Brimstone Volley the Hierarch right now, or do it if they go to equip. But like, this is not a super great use of their mana. We're just going to fetch now. And this is protection from blue and green. I mean, we can still block when we need to. Oh, it does here in the 3/4. Okay. The Wolf. Do they have any follow-ups? Scavenging Ooze. Okay. That is a combo. And what do we mill? Milled Kiki-Jiki. Scalding Tarn at this point. Just gets Mountain, I believe. And Helix. See, so if we Zealous Conscripts, we do not want to take the Zealous, the Noble Hierarch. We could, and it would trigger the Body of Mind. They would mill 5, however, they would also get a 2/2 Green Wolf token, which is not great. This is awkward. Scavenging Ooze complicates things a lot because they can gain 1, 2, 3, 4 life at least. It's possible we just want to Brimstone Volley that. Or actually, maybe... I think we just attack with everything and see what they do. So we can Brimstone... Yeah. Can't get a second prowess trigger off of this, unfortunately. But let's just see how they block, if they block. Pretty sure they're going to block something. Honestly, if they don't block with the Scavenging Ooze, I don't think we can allow it to live. So... this is awkward. We're in trouble now. Alright, Recruiter of the Guard gets what at this point? Pestermite's down. Kiki's down. So I think we're gonna. Maybe that's the play. Attack with Zergo, probably trade it off with the Wolf, and then play. Does this still even have fetchable targets? It does, okay. So, Recruit of the Guard can either get Figure of Destiny or. So, these are the 5 cards I have in the library. Right. Trouble here. Just attack the Zergo, see if he wants to trade. He or she wants to trade. I think we just have to get the Figure of Destiny to try and try to race, kill them pretty quickly. And also, like by leaving there's a 1 in 4 chance we draw the Flametongue Kavu next turn anyway. Alright, so this 3/4 coming in. I think we block with the Recruiter and the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Yeah. Could just. What if we just jumped? 7. Could attack for 10, potentially the following turn. I think we. It's potential that the Spirit is like holding them back on a Harmonize. Yeah, okay. I'm okay to just jump one time. Equips there, which might be what we want, because we can potentially just lethal them. Alright, so Zealous Conscripts we cast. Attack for 4, 7, 9, 11. That is lethal. And will leave us dead on the crackback. I think we do it and hold back like the Figure of Destiny, actually, because we can attack for lethal if they just have Stone Nothing. And so what could happen? They could like disenchant the Spirit of the Labyrinth, or do some sort of fighting shenanigans. Just play that out. Hopefully your opponent is doing the math and just going to concede, and then I don't have to think about this anymore. Apparently not. Okay. So attack for. They're going to mill, so we'll be okay. They're going to get a 2/2 token. Our life total is not really in danger. So if we attack with 4, 7, 9, 11. So we can afford to leave either the Spirit, the Figure, or the Zealous Conscripts back. Because if they can deal with that, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. Our opponent is saying they're dead, but I think it's correct to leave back the Zealous Conscripts, actually. 7. We're still attacking for 11. Yep, okay, so we got there. Ooh. Eureka would have been interesting, essentially, if they Eureka'd in a Emrakul like a Zealous Conscript did it. But anyway, always good to win.